Hello, everyone. Greetings from Germany, from sunny Kerpen, beautiful small town not far from Köln. And today I have here with me in Kharkov, Ukraine, beautiful Olesya Balichenko in a stunning dress.
Thank you so much. Hello.
I see that it is very sunny in Kharkov.
Yes. The weather is perfect.
Olesya, I have missed you like crazy. Please stay safe. And I'm looking forward to an opportunity to finally hug you. I miss hugging the whole team so much. We are huggers at Diolli. So today we have pre-selected a very tricky and a very spicy topic. We will talk about the first sex with a new partner. Olesya, let's talk about the initiation of this first passion night between a man and a woman. Who should initiate sex? When should it take place? And who is responsible for the organizational part, for safety?
Do you want me to tell as a lady or as a psychologist?
Both.
Okay, as a psychologist, I can say that every couple should choose by their own who is an initiator of this situation, of the whole situation, and who takes the responsibility. But as a lady, I think that a man should initiate this process.
Okay, so I can agree and both disagree with you. We have filmed a video for ladies with you in which I was explaining to the ladies that very often if a gentleman represents another culture, another country, for example, he is from Germany, Deutschland, or for example, he is from Norway or UK, in these countries, society is different and feminism is strong there. So I can't say that women there are more direct. It's again very individual, but Ukraine is a patriarchal society. So yes, your perspective, it represents the attitude of the majority of Ukrainian women that a man should lead and she will follow. Because feminism in our country has a different meaning. In Ukraine, people will tell that she's so feministic because she drives a car, or because she runs her business, which doesn't actually describe feminism well, I would tell. So if we are talking about initiating intimacy, first of all, I recommend ladies to actually speak up, to actually express what is there on their mind, whether they feel it is okay to do it now, whether it is okay to wait for more time for more dates. I usually recommend ladies and gentlemen to have at least 10 dates before initiating intimacy of this type. By dates, I mean that they have an offline, real face-to-face meeting. Because if you have never met in person, even if you had like 10 Zoom dates, till you meet in person, it doesn't count. So if we are talking about international dating, of course, long distance communication like Zoom dates, Skype dates, they will be involved. But you should have at least 5 offline dates. 5 offline dates, and let's say 5 Zoom dates, like 10 dates in total, before you can even consider going intimate, in a sense that you will do more than like hold hands and kiss. By offline date, I mean a meeting that lasts at least 2-3 hours. And by Zoom date, I mean a call that lasts at least 40 minutes. But again, it should be a mix of both. If you had like 10 Zoom dates, but no real offline dates, it doesn't count. It doesn't count. 10 dates like that should be enough to learn enough information. Of course, not to learn everything about your partner, but to learn enough information to understand if you can be on the same page and if there can be more. Also, for a Ukrainian lady, it will be important to actually discuss where you stand in this relationship. Are you a boyfriend and a girlfriend? To define a relationship. Because like one night stands, they are not popular. So like Alisa has mentioned, to expect that a lady will initiate intimacy and she will lead and you will follow when you date a Ukrainian woman, that's a bit naive because it's not in our culture. Alisa, can you tell a little bit about signals? Because in many videos and in many books, it is written that you have to watch the signals if the lady is willing to be hugged, to be kissed. What type of signals are we talking about?
Have a video on our channel about signals, actually. But usually, this
I will take my jacket off.
this is, by the way, signal. So, guys, usually our body language sends a lot of signals, and it's not that language that we learn. This is a language that we know from the birth, let's say. So usually we understand what the person in front wants to say. So if you see that she, for example, how to say, like makes like this, yes, so you can propose her jacket first of all, and after you can hug just a little, not just like a bear, but just a hug to show her that you takes care of her. It's important. And a lot of signals that her body will send to you, you will understand just because we know this language from the birth.
If you don't know how to read her body language, ask her. But again, questions have to be appropriate. If it is just your second or third date, I would say that it will be too soon in the majority of situations. Of course, I can think of a few couples who have ended up in one hotel room after the date number 3, but these are just a few couples over 13 years of us introducing singles. Usually it takes more time because after 3 dates, you don't really know a lady in front of you and she doesn't really know you yet. So usually it is too soon because in Ukraine, ladies, they perceive sex as a commitment. So for the majority of ladies, Ukrainian ladies, the fact that you went intimate will mean that you are together as a couple. So you have to be very careful with this.
Mm-hmm.
Which doesn't mean though that she won't be hugging, kissing you before the wedding, because not so long ago I have received an email from a gentleman and he has sent me photos of a woman who poses as an angel in lingerie. Well, wearing stripper shoes, very little lingerie and angel wheels, and he tells that he has met her several times, but she is so traditional that she didn't let any kissing, hugging, but he knew that she loved him. No, when you like someone, you want to touch him, you want to initiate touching. It can be the brush of hand, she can touch your hair, it can be hugs, kissing. It's not just about sex, but there has to be something. If there is no touching after the date number 3 or the date number 5, that's a bad signal.
Yes, I totally agree, because usually touching is one of the love language, yes. So usually if you want to get to know the person more, you want to touch him as well. It's not like something, I like you, I want to touch you. It's normal.
I was thinking that all the couples we have worked with who do not believe in sex before marriage, still you can tell that they are physically attracted to each other because they were leaning toward each other, they were holding hands, and yes, there was touching, even though like I knew for a fact that for them it was very important that they won't be intimate before they get married. Because of religion, because of upbringing, numerous reasons. But still, you could tell that they are a couple, holding hands, kissing, the way they pose on photos together. You could tell. So if she claims she loves you, but she doesn't want to touch you, probably you have met her at people at a dating site or on Tinder, and she just wants a free meal or some gifts, and she's so repulsed by you that she can't even fake the touching.
Agree.
Alicia, but how to start this conversation? Let's assume the gentleman, he is a shy type and he is dating a lady. They had, let's say, 7 dates, and now they are planning a vacation together. And a gentleman doesn't know how to ask her whether they should have 1 bed, 2 beds, whether this scene will finally happen between them. What to do?
I think that you should start the conversation about sex in general. You should start it not from the discussion how many beds should we have during our vacations. It's personally my opinion, because like this, it's like a very strange question, and usually all ladies will say you 2 2 beds, because just how many beds? 2 beds, how many beds? You should start the conversation from some other topics, like you are very beautiful, and after this you just discuss something about your attitude to the intimacy at all, like to the sex at all, and step by step you can like open the conversation about sex, and you can communicate with your partner about sex in general, what you like, what she likes, what you have in common about this all this topic, what you both like, what you want to try, and etc., etc., etc. Don't start the conversation with the photos, your photos, like naked photos. It's
no
not a
dick
good
pictures.
It's not a good idea at all, because like if you communicate with a girl and you just write her, hey beauty, good morning, and you say send her a photo of you naked, it's like very strange, don't do this, like really, it's not a good idea.
It's a turn off.
Yes, totally. But you can communicate, and if you communicate and your communication is how to say this, she likes it and you like it, and for both of you this communication is okay, and you both enjoy about this communication. So after, you can send photos her and she can send photo to you, so you can change these photos, but not from the beginning. Don't do this like, hello, this is me. So it should be like step by step, very, very, very gentle, let's say so. And after this, you can discuss how many beds you would like to have during our vacation, etc., etc. And even if you had a very sincere conversation about sex, and after this she decided that she wants to have 2 beds, it's normal, like really normal.
I would say that you can start by flirting. Flirt with her a little by text before you bring up this topic. And also, it is nice to make some romantic plans. You can start by discussing what you will do during this vacation. Like, would you like to go to the spa, or maybe you would like to go watch this show, or there is this very romantic restaurant and we can watch the sunset there, and then we can walk on the beach till the sunset. So make some romantic plans, get her into the mood first. Because if you have been discussing luggage and, for example, how many kilos of luggage she will have with her, because you have to book it now and you will get a discount if you will book this luggage now, or telling her that she can take on the 7 kilos, 10 kilos, and then you tell her that, oh, and by the way, 2 or 1 beds, well, the normal reaction is to say 2 beds and a separate room, please. So get her into the mood first. Talk about your dreams, about plans, how much you want to see her, not naked, see her, and what you will do together, that you will go to this dancing class, that you will learn how to dance salsa, that you will go to this restaurant, and by this restaurant there is this famous square, and you will make a wish by that fountain. So play this game a little. So you have to hit the oven before you put the food inside. So discussing luggage or discussing sales or telling that you're having you're using all your vacation time for this, so it better be good, it sends zero romantic vibes. So the conversation has to take place at the right moment. Also, if you're talking about long distance international communication, keep in mind the time difference. You're at home, it is evening, you had a glass of wine, you are relaxed. You look at her beautiful photo on her Facebook page or on her WhatsApp, and you text her something flirty, and it is, for example, 12 p.m. or 1 p.m. in her country. And she is in the office and her colleagues sit nearby, or a client sits in front of her. So for her, it's not the right atmosphere to flirt. Or she's in a hurry going home. So timing is very important. Time has to be appropriate. And if you will start flirting with her when she's in the middle of the working day, you will feel disappointed that she's not replying you in the flirty way. And she will feel turned off because you don't understand how busy she is at the moment. And your messages will be unwanted and distracted. They will be a distraction for her. So timing is very important.
That's true.
And sometimes men say that if she was the right woman for me, then everything would come naturally. If you do everything properly and you go through it step by step, in a sense that you have built a certain connection, you had enough offline dates, then you have been constantly talking online, and it's not just a random conversation when, for example, this week you had 2 calls and then for 2 weeks you are silent. If you are persistent in your communication and it is growing naturally, then it will be easier for you, of course, to discuss such topics. But you have to go through all these steps before you jump into this discussion. Telling her something like, babe, bring a white bikini with you. Or if you have been flirting before that, then it can be a sin. If you just send her this text and she is staying in the queue to the dry cleaning, I don't think that she will run to buy that bikini. Alicia, can you give a final tip, a takeaway for gentlemen about first sex with a new partner?
Don't rush. This, first of all, my personal opinion. Don't rush and create a proper mood.
And talk about it. Talk about it to a lady. Because sometimes our built-in anticipation is even more important than the whole scene or itself. Stop daydreaming how it should be and actually enjoy how it is. Enjoy reality.
Agree, totally agree.
Guys, I hope it was useful, and I hope you feel as happy as I am to see beautiful Alicia, to see both of us in one video. We want to wish you lots of love. I remind you that you should not forget to press like below this video, to subscribe to our channel to get more videos like that. And by the way, from now on, you can become a special Diolli friend by becoming a sponsor. Then you will get some extra videos, some backstage videos, photos of the team that we will share only with you. For other people who do not feel like becoming Diolli special friends, everything stands. You will still see 2-3 videos per week. You just won't see extra videos that we will be filming. Please don't forget to press like, to subscribe, and to share your thoughts below this video in the comments. We wish everybody love. Bye, guys.